All right, everyone get ready because today we are going deep on AI agents.
Ooh, AI
I
agents.
know, right? It sounds kind of like, well,
Yeah.
something straight out of a sci-fi movie.
Very Mission Impossible.
Exactly. But the thing is,
Yeah,
this is real technology,
absolutely.
and it's already being used
Yeah.
kind of behind the scenes to do some really cool stuff.
Yeah, it's already out there.
Yeah, and we're going to break down how these agents think, how they learn.
Hmm.
And what's really interesting is we're taking this straight from a white paper that was written by Google AI.
Oh, wow.
So we're getting this right from the source.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So these AI agents, what are they?
So these AI agents are basically applications
Okay.
that are designed to achieve goals
Interesting.
by interacting with the world.
So less like,
Less Terminator,
taking over the world and more like
more like
a really, really
a superpowered
superpowered assistant.
personal assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So where do we even begin? Like
How do we break this down?
how do we break this down?
Well, think of it like a recipe. Oh, you have your three core parts.
All right.
You got the brain, the toolkit, and the game plan.
I like it. Okay.
So the brain is your language model.
Okay.
That's the AI that is actually doing all the thinking.
So it's not just like pre-programmed responses. It's actually
It's reasoning.
is figuring stuff out.
It's using logic
Okay.
and making decisions.
That's impressive.
But just like a brilliant mind,
Yeah.
it needs the right tools to put those smarts into action.
Okay.
And that is where the toolkit comes in.
So what kind of tools are we talking about here? Like, are these digital hammers and screwdrivers?
No,
Okay.
not quite.
Right.
These tools are more like special abilities that allow the agent to interact with the digital world.
Okay.
One of these tools is what we call extensions.
Extensions. Okay.
Think of these as like pre-built connections to different systems.
Gotcha.
For example,
Yeah.
imagine an extension that lets the agent access and run code.
Oh, wow.
Suddenly, your AI assistant can not only write you reports,
Okay.
but it can analyze data, build you websites.
Wow.
It can create you simple apps on the fly.
That's powerful.
It's like having a whole team of programmers at your fingertips.
Very cool. So what else is in this toolkit?
Another one is functions.
Functions.
Functions are custom-built instructions that developers create to give the agents even more specialized abilities.
So it's almost like extensions are more like,
Extensions are your ready-made.
ready-made, and functions are like you can
Yeah,
custom
your custom order.
order. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine if you're planning a vacation
Okay.
and you could just tell your AI agent all about your ideal trip.
Mm-hmm.
The AI agent could use a function to not only like research flights, hotels,
Okay.
but actually go ahead and book them all for you,
Wow.
all while considering your budget
Okay.
or preferences.
So it's like personalized service.
Personalization on another level.
To the next level. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got extensions, we've got functions.
And then we have
What else?
data stores.
Data stores, all right?
Think of this as like a giant, constantly updated library of information that the agent can access.
Okay.
This is what fuels this technology called retrieval augmented generation.
RJ, break that down a little bit more for me.
So this is all about giving the agent access to a vast amount of knowledge
Okay.
so that it can answer your questions in like a super informed way.
Gotcha.
Imagine you had an AI assistant that had read every single document at your company
Oh, wow.
and could answer any question that you have
That would be amazing.
about anything.
No more digging through,
Right.
file cabinets.
Then we're digging through emails.
Exactly. Okay, so we've got the brain.
Mm-hmm.
That's the AI making the decision.
Yep.
We've got the toolkit.
Right.
All these really cool tools that it can use.
Uh,
But how does it choose what tool to use and when?
that is where the game plan comes in.
Oh, yeah.
It's called the orchestration layer.
The orchestration layer. Okay.
And this is basically the decision-making process of the agent.
So it's not just randomly trying different tools. It's like there's some thought behind it.
Exactly. It's like, think of it like a flow chart, but way more flexible.
Okay.
The agent uses the orchestration layer to figure out the best sequence of actions to achieve its goal.
So it's like a strategic mastermind behind the scenes that's constantly evaluating the situation.
Exactly.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So are these agents stuck with whatever initial programming they have, or can they learn and get better over time?
That's one of the most exciting parts of this technology,
Okay.
is that they can actually learn and improve.
Yeah. How so?
One way is through in-context learning.
In context learning.
This means that the agent can learn from new information that it encounters while it's working.
Gotcha.
So even if it wasn't specifically trained on something,
Oh,
it can pick up new skills and knowledge on the fly.
interesting. So how else can they learn?
Another way is through retrieval-based learning.
Retrieval-based learning.
That's where those data stores we talked about really come in handy.
Okay.
The agent can access its vast library of information to find relevant examples and knowledge that can help it improve its performance on a specific task.
So it's like it has access to
Almost like
all these past experiences, best
a
practices.
massive database.
Wow, this is blowing my mind.
Yeah.
So how are these agents actually being built and used in the real world? Like, is this all theoretical, or are there tools and platforms out there for developers?
So there are some really incredible tools out there right now.
Okay.
One example is LangChain.
LangChain.
It's an open source platform that allows developers to easily build and customize their own AI agents.
So LangChain is like the building blocks for AI agents.
Exactly.
Okay.
You can build an agent that automates tasks,
Okay.
another that generates creative content,
Interesting.
even one that can help you manage your personal finances.
Wow, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
What about for larger companies and organizations that want to deploy these agents at scale? Are there tools out there for them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Platforms like Google's Vertex AI
Yeah.
provide a really robust environment for building, deploying, and managing AI agents in production environments.
So Vertex AI is kind of for the big leagues.
Yeah.
For the
Again,
people that are
for the people who are serious,
serious about using AI agents.
it gives you a level of power and flexibility to build some really sophisticated agents.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground already.
We have.
Just to recap,
Yeah.
the three core parts of an AI agent
You got it.
are the brain,
The brain.
the AI doing the thinking,
Yep.
the toolkit,
The toolkit.
which is all those cool tools, extensions, functions, data stores,
Yep.
and the game plan,
The game plan.
which is
your orchestration layer.
the orchestration layer. It figures out what to do and when.
Exactly.
Now that we have this solid foundation, let's explore some real-world examples of how AI agents are being used in different industries.
That was good.
Okay, we'll be back after a quick break.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. See you then. Welcome back. So now that we kind of have a grasp on like what AI agents are, let's talk about where these things are being used. Like,
Yeah, where are they popping up?
exactly. And they're not just theoretical. Like these are actually being used out there
in the real world.
to change industries. Like, it's
Yeah.
really exciting.
Yeah, the applications are popping up everywhere.
Yeah. So give me some examples. Where are we seeing this?
Okay, so one area that's really exciting is healthcare.
Healthcare. Okay.
Imagine an AI agent that can analyze medical records,
Oh,
sift through tons of research,
yeah.
and even help doctors diagnose complex conditions.
So it's like a
Yeah,
super powered medical consultant that's working alongside a human doctor.
exactly.
Okay.
And because these agents can process like mountains of data so quickly,
Right.
they can keep doctors up to date on the very latest research and treatment options.
So that means
Yeah.
more accurate diagnoses and more personalized care for patients.
Exactly.
That's a game changer.
It's like giving doctors a superpower.
It really is.
Yeah.
What about like preventative care? Can AI agents play a role there?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Think about an agent that analyzes your lifestyle habits,
Oh.
your family history,
Mm-hmm.
even like your genetic data to identify potential health risks.
Wow.
And then it could recommend personalized strategies to help you stay healthy and avoid those risks altogether.
So it's like personalized health recommendations tailored to your needs.
Tailored to you.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But let's be real, healthcare can be expensive. So could AI agents potentially make things more affordable?
That's a great question, and it's one that researchers are really actively exploring. One way AI agents could contribute to affordability is by streamlining administrative tasks,
Okay.
which could reduce overhead costs for healthcare providers.
Makes sense.
They could also help optimize resource allocation,
Okay.
ensuring that patients receive the most appropriate care at the right time.
So not only better care, but potentially more efficient and affordable care.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really promising. Okay. You mentioned that AI agents are popping up everywhere.
Yeah, they really are.
What other industries are being impacted?
Let's talk about finance.
This
This is another sector that's just ripe for transformation.
okay.
Imagine an AI agent that helps you manage your investments
Interesting.
and analyzes market trends,
Okay.
assesses risk,
Mm-hmm.
and even adjust your portfolio in real time
Wow.
to help you reach your financial goals.
So instead of like, frantically refreshing stock tickers or paying for an expensive financial advisor,
Right.
you've got this AI agent that's kind of working for you 24/7.
Exactly. It's like having a personal financial expert
I like it.
right in your pocket,
Okay.
constantly monitoring the markets and making smart decisions on your behalf.
I could use one of those.
Yeah.
But doesn't Wall Street already use tons of algorithms and automation? What makes AI agents different?
That is a great question.
Yeah.
And the key difference really lies in the agent's ability to learn and adapt.
Okay.
Traditional algorithms follow pre-programmed rules,
Right.
but AI agents can actually analyze vast amounts of data,
Okay.
identify patterns,
Mm-hmm.
and even adjust their strategies as market conditions change.
Interesting.
It's a whole new level of
So
sophistication.
it's not just about, crunching numbers. It's
Right.
actually like understanding the
So
market.
understanding the nuance
Yeah,
and
thinking
making
nuances of them.
intelligent decisions based on that understanding.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we talked about healthcare, we talked about finance. What about entertainment?
Ooh, entertainment. This is where things get fun.
Imagine an AI agent that curates personalized entertainment recommendations just for you.
All right, so like
Yeah.
no more scrolling endlessly through Netflix.
No more endless scrolling.
It knows what I want.
It knows what you like.
It delivers it right to me.
It knows your taste in movies, music, even books.
That would be awesome.
It can suggest new things you're likely to love.
Yeah, so it's like a,
It's like a,
entertainment concierge.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, could these agents go beyond just making recommendations? Could they actually like create entertainment?
That's a fascinating possibility.
Yeah?
And it's one that researchers are already exploring.
Okay.
They're developing AI agents that can compose music,
Wow.
write stories,
Okay.
even generate like realistic video game characters that adapt to your gameplay.
That's great. So it's like AI is becoming a creative partner
Yeah, it's like a collaborator.
with humans.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got AI agents revolutionizing healthcare, finance, entertainment. It seems like there's no limit to what these agents can do.
Yeah, the potential is really limitless.
But what about the potential downsides? Like,
Yeah.
what are some of the challenges and risks that we need to be aware of as this technology continues to evolve?
You're absolutely right to bring that up
Yeah.
because it's crucial that we consider the potential downsides
Yeah.
right alongside the benefits.
Of course.
And that's exactly what we'll be exploring in the final part of our deep dives.
Okay.
We'll be discussing those ethical considerations,
Right.
potential risks,
Okay.
and the broader societal impacts of AI agents.
All right. Looking forward to unpacking that.
Yeah, should be a good one.
We'll be right back after this. All right, so we're back, and we're really going to tackle these big questions surrounding AI agents.
Yeah, the big stuff.
Yeah, we've seen how they work and like the incredible potential they have, but
Right.
what about the flip side?
The downsides.
Yeah, the potential downsides.
It's like with any powerful tool,
Yeah.
you have to think about
Oh.
how to use it responsibly.
Yeah. Right. We don't want to just go head first into this
Yeah.
and not think about the consequences.
You got to think about the big picture.
So what are some of the concerns that come to mind when you think about these AI agents?
Well, one big challenge is making sure that these agents are used fairly
Okay.
and equitably.
Fairly and equitably, yeah.
If they're trained on biased data,
Yeah.
they could perpetuate inequalities or even create new ones.
That makes sense. Like if an AI agent is being used to help companies make hiring decisions,
Right.
we need to make sure that they're not discriminating against certain groups of people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's really important to address these biases head on and make sure that these AI agents are designed and trained in a way that promotes fairness.
So it's not just about the technology itself. It's about
It's about the data,
the data and the people who are building it.
the people building it,
Yeah.
the values that they're bringing to the table.
It's all interconnected.
It's all interconnected.
Yeah. Okay, so fairness and bias are definitely huge. What other challenges are out there?
Another big one is transparency.
Okay.
As AI agents become more complex,
Yeah.
it can be really hard to understand
Yeah.
how they're making decisions.
Right. It's like a black box. You know what goes in, you know what comes out.
Right.
But you don't know
You don't know what's happening in between.
what's happening in the middle. Yeah.
Right. And that can be really problematic, especially if these agents are being used in areas where accountability is crucial.
Right. Like healthcare, finance.
Exactly.
Yeah. Those are high stakes.
High stakes decisions.
So how do we address that? How do we make these AI agents more transparent?
Well, one approach is to develop methods for explaining AI decisions in a way that's understandable to humans.
Okay.
There's a whole field of research that's emerging around this idea of explainable AI.
Explainable AI. Okay.
That's all about making these systems more interpretable.
So giving us humans a little peek behind the curtain.
Yeah, like opening up that black box a little bit.
Yeah, because if we're going to be using these AI agents to make these big decisions, we need to know why.
Right.
What's the logic behind it?
You need to be able to trust the system.
Exactly. Okay, so transparency is key.
Transparency is key.
What else? What are some other things that we need to be thinking about?
Well, we also need to make sure that AI agents are used in a way that benefits society as a whole.
Right. It's not just about
Right. It's not just about
a select few.
a select few benefiting from this.
Yeah, everybody should have access.
Yeah, it's important to think about how we can democratize access to this technology.
Exactly.
Make sure it's available to everyone.
Yeah.
And that it aligns with, broader societal goals.
Oh, again, it comes back to
It's not just about the technology itself.
the values, the ethics.
It's about the values that guide its development.
It's about the people.
Right.
Yeah, the people that are creating it.
And it's about the impact it has on the world.
Okay, so what are some of the ethical dilemmas that we really need to be thinking about when it comes to AI agents?
Well, one fundamental question is, how much autonomy should we give these agents?
Okay.
At what point does an AI agent become so sophisticated and independent
Yeah.
that it raises those concerns about control and accountability?
It's like the sci-fi movies where the robots become too smart.
Right.
They start making their own decisions.
And you take over.
And we can't control them anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And while that might seem like a far-off possibility,
Okay.
it's important to start thinking about these issues now
Yeah.
as the technology is advancing so quickly.
Yeah. So how do we strike that balance?
Right.
Between
It's the question.
harnessing this power, but also making sure that we're still in control?
It's a tough question.
Yeah.
And there's no easy answer.
Right.
But one thing is clear. We need to be having these conversations.
Yeah.
We need to involve diverse perspectives.
Yeah.
And we need to develop ethical frameworks that can guide us.
Ethical frameworks, yeah, because this is new territory. This is uncharted.
Absolutely. We're in uncharted territory.
It's like this technology is really forcing us to think differently about what it means to be human.
Yeah.
What kind of future we want to build.
It really is.
And the role that technology plays.
What role do we want technology to play?
Exactly. Yeah, and it can feel overwhelming. All these big questions.
It can be a little daunting.
But I think we're up to the challenge.
I agree. I think
humans are pretty good at
Yeah.
coming up with solutions.
I think we have the ingenuity and the collective will to find those solutions.
And I think AI can help us to be better.
Yeah.
You know?
AI could be a tool for good.
It can, and we need to make sure that we're using it that way.
Let's say guide it.
Yeah. All right. This has been an amazing conversation.
Yeah.
We've gone from the inner workings of AI agents to the potential to, the risks and challenges.
It's been a wild ride.
It really has. And, I hope that our listeners feel empowered to kind of continue this journey, to continue to ask questions, to challenge assumptions, and to be part of shaping this technology.
Absolutely, because we're all in this together.
Yeah, we are. This is something that's going to impact all of us.
It will.
And the more we talk about it, the more we think about it, the better.
The better prepared we'll be.
The better prepared we'll be. Well said.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on the deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning,
Yeah.
and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
See you next time.